Hello. So I just want to talk to everybody for a second about misconceptions and stereotypes. So in my life, a lot of people might look at me and just assume that I don't really have any firsthand experience with either one of those things, and that really could not be further from the truth. So let's start with my hair for one thing. So in my life, over and over, I hear jokes and comments about redheads and their hot temper, or redheads are a certain way, and that's a stereotype, and that's not always necessarily true, although I think all people can probably have moments of hot-headedness. I wouldn't say that I am by nature hot-headed simply because I have red hair, because I'm really not hot-headed at all. If you know me, then you'll know that I'm really an advocate of fairness, fair play. I want everybody to play by the rules. I want everything to be fair. I don't believe in give a trophy just because somebody participated. I think the winner should get the trophy, and but I don't think that makes me fanatical or hot-headed or whatever. So that is a stereotype I've had to overcome the majority of my life, because I was born redheaded. Some people that are redheads, they're born blonde and their hair turns red later, but I came out with red hair. So that's something I've fought my whole life. Another stereotype that I want to talk about is bikers. I get accused of being a lot of different ways because I ride a motorcycle. And just because I ride a motorcycle doesn't mean that I'm any of the things that you would typically think of as like a motorcycle person. I don't go around, starting fights. I don't drink a whole lot. I don't bar hop. Those are just a few of the, I will hear somebody, I've heard preachers in sermons, refer to, you got a big bad biker living next door to you. Just because somebody's big and they ride a motorcycle doesn't mean that they're not, a really great Christian person. So I bring up both of those things too. And there's a few other stereotypes that I could talk about that I've had firsthand experience with. One being a female, and a good portion of my life I've worked in male dominated industries. And so there are women who will automatically make assumptions about me for that reason. When I was a correctional officer, other women didn't understand why would she want to be a correctional officer. So they thought that I either did it because I just wanted to be around men, and that wasn't true, or that I was a lesbian, which that isn't true either. Then there's nothing wrong with people who are that way. That's their business. That's not my business. But just because I was a correctional officer didn't mean that I was either one of those things, that I was looking to, steal their man, or that I had any particular sexual orientation. So the reason that I bring this up is because here lately it just seems like a lot on the internet. You hear a lot of stereotyping, you hear a lot of negativity, you hear a lot of assumptions made about a lot of people simply because of something that they own, something that they wear, or something that's about them that's beyond their control. And I think that we need to stop doing that as a society. We've needed to stop doing that for a very long time. I think we're not born racist. We learn to be that way over time. Racists come in all different sizes, shapes, and ethnicities. And it's not just something that one particular group of people is guilty of. I think, a lot of people fall into that category. Some see it, some people don't see that they have tendencies to be that way. But I think that we need to stop focusing on the negative attributes of one another and find things that we like in one another. Whenever I was a senior in high school, my local newspaper did an article on me because one of the journalists at the paper overheard me say to someone that I never hated anybody. And I've had a lot of really bad things happen to me in my life. I've had bad people do bad things to me, and this person knew that. And I've just been in the wrong place at a wrong time, and had an accident happen to me. But so when I said that I never that I've never hated anybody. It shocked that person because they knew my history and they knew my story and they knew a lot of the things I'd been through in my life. And so he asked me, he goes, "What do you mean?" He goes, "Do you really mean that?" And I said, "Well, yeah, because, I believe in forgiveness as a Christian person. God forgives me, so I need to forgive other people. Also, forgiveness gives me freedom. I'm not a prisoner to those thoughts, or I don't allow myself to continue throughout my life to be the victim of those things that happened to me a very long time ago. I don't forget them, but I don't let them control me. They are a part of my past. They're not part of my present. They're not part of my future. They've helped make me who I am and to go forward as a strong person." And the other thing that I said to him is, I said, when I meet somebody new, I always try to find at least one thing that I like about them, whether it's the color of their hair or their eyes, their smile, something that they're wearing, something positive that I like about them. So when a day or a time comes, possibly in the future, when we don't necessarily agree on something, or a situation happens that maybe puts us on opposite sides, I can still like that person for that reason that I first chose to remember and like about them in the beginning. And I wish that everybody could do that. I know that's an unrealistic thing to say. I wish the whole world could be that way. I know that's kind of a unicorn rainbows, kind of thing, kind of way to be, peace, love, and happiness. But I really wish that the world could be that. So one of my goals in life is to just put out there as much positivity as I, as one person, know how to do. And I hope that in some way blesses you, that it makes your day better, and that hopefully the next time that you're maybe not having the best day that you could, you've got a friend in me out here in Lubbock, Texas, that always wants everybody to have somebody that feels like they're on your side. And just remember that whether you really know me or you just kind of know me, you've got a friend in me. And if you ever need somebody to talk to just reach out to and say, "Hey, I'm not having the best day ever," and somebody that will just listen to you and encourage you, just reach out to me, because I would love to be that person for you.